Alright, here we go again, guys. We're doing, thank you for tuning in. You're watching TOJ. I'm your host, TOJ, the Opinion Junkie. Don't forget to go to artbyrico.com and go to Talk Blue Media. So, Artbyrico, ARTBYRICCO. Also go to my other YouTube channel, Tough Love Dating. And I'm doing a weekend review. My first time doing it. My girlfriend Sarah is sitting right here, and we're going to talk about the R. Kelly case. So, for you guys that's not familiar with what's happening now, is R. Kelly's kids, well, I think just his daughter came out. And now the daughter is adding to the pile-on of popular R. Kelly hate. And it's like, people waited, and this is what I don't like, is that everybody waited till white people made it famous. Or, they got a term we use called white daddy. When we talk about the white media, well, white daddy gave them permission, which I do believe that. Because all them girls could have got on Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, and done their own testimonial without the Lifetime channel coming to them and just making some kind of little powwow about how nasty R. Kelly was when they all was willing participants when all that shit was happening. Now that I don't like, because they could have been done that. But now that Lifetime channel made it popular, Lady Gaga done brought her retarded ass out saying shit. Fucking oh my God, John Legend, he talking shit now. So it's looking like R. Kelly, like they plot something against that dude. And it's not that we, as black men, are looking at R. Kelly in a situation where we're like, you know, damn, bro, you're a victim. No, R. Kelly's not being victimized. It's just that I can tell when I'm looking at it that it's some kind of plot against this dude. I don't know what the fuck R. Kelly did to the wrong people, but they after his ass. And I do think that the mothers of all them girls gonna get charged. I don't know how the charges are gonna stick. I'm not saying they're gonna get convicted, but they will get charged. And I've been listening to a lot of other YouTubers that have been making the same point that I made, that if Aaliyah's mama is complicit in giving R. Kelly permission to marry her, and in some kind of way, now mind you, because of double jeopardy, and you know what double jeopardy is, right? Okay. Oh my God! Don't say that again. All right, double jeopardy for y'all. It's not familiar with the legal term. Double jeopardy is if I'm on trial for killing somebody and I'm found not guilty, I can't be tried again. That's called double jeopardy. Meaning that if I'm like O.J. Simpson, for example, was on trial for killing Nicole and Ron Goldman. Ron Goldman. Then the prosecutor can't make it. They can't charge him again. He was already found not guilty. R. Kelly was already found not guilty by a jury of his peers for child pornography because the girl in the video said that's R. Kelly in the video, but that's not me getting my ass ate out. So they can't convict. They can't get that little girl to testify against R. Kelly because the case has been already nullified. He already found not guilty. But there's two other cases that the National Enquirer published years ago. Two girls R. Kelly had to do a lawsuit. He settled out of court. Now, not to say that now a lot of people don't. Now Bill Cosby did that too, and that's what I don't like. That even if somebody settled out of court, you don't settle out of court because you're guilty. You settle out of court because it's just cheaper to give up and say, you know what, bro, before I don't want to drag this shit out any longer. It just take $20,000, shut the fuck up and go away. Right. That's what I think it is. It's just they clout chasing. They milk them for money. Right. It's all a money game. And the same thing with Michael Jackson, with the little fucking boy. And Michael Jackson. With the zoo and somebody did a study where they found that Michael Jackson spent over $200 million to stay out of court. So it's a situation where the mamas and the relative, not the fathers. I agree with Master P. If I had a sister who was in that motherfucker house, and I'm getting all these really weird phone calls. My calls ain't going through. My calls ain't being answered. We try to call, she can't call us back, and they got all this middleman shit. I'm going up there with some fucking boys, bro. And I'm getting my people out that house. So. But the reason why I kind of side with the family members is this. Kelly had a way of bouncing around from house to house. So if you was a dude living in like Arkansas and your sister is in Chicago with R. Kelly, and you sneak up there to get your sister out of the house, it's like, surprise, he in Atlanta, Georgia, at the other house. So you don't have the finances to be doing some, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you know, and what he doing is he hops, got from house to house to keep them girls away from their family. But the problem is, and this is going to happen, I bet this is going to fucking happen, they're changing the laws, I think it's called retroactively, where there's no limit, statute of limitations on rape, sexuality, which they shouldn't have, rape and false imprisonment. So I think a lot of them girls are gonna say, "Oh, I was traumatized, and
I've been raped
you know what I'm saying?
Child.
I was traumatized, and I was just, you know, I fear for my life. But now that I'm free around all these white folk, I would say R. Kelly was fucking my ass up, and I want to press charges against him. I bet that's gonna fucking happen." And that's what that woman in Chicago, what the fuck? Her last name is Fox, the new elected prosecutor in Chicago, is gonna go after R. Kelly. All his assets, he already broke. And the only place they want to see his nasty ass is Germany. For some reason, Germany,
they love R. Kelly.
They got a big Scheiser fetish in Germany. Right. Like they love him out there, and he selling tickets like $100 and something a pop. So R. Kelly doing it big out there. So he gonna fly his funky ass to Germany and just never come back to America. He gonna run. Now I don't know if Germany got an extradition treaty with us, so they gonna sign his funky ass out and send him back over here by us. But they coming after that dude, bro. I mean, there ain't no other way to look at it. Now, with his daughter coming out and Lady Gaga, and the Lady Gaga shit is what pissed me off, because
she did the video with him.
She did a video with him, a collaboration song, and it was like, well, you knew he was crazy and a horny motherfucker back then. Yeah. And it's like what I was saying about the Buffalo Bill thing. Them girls, when I watched I watched on YouTube actually. I watched on YouTube the you know what they call that shit, the Surviving R. Kelly bullshit. Yeah. It was like they made it seem like he was Buffalo Bill. Like, no, like he had a fucking puppy dog in one hand and a basket of lotion, and they had him in a well, like in the rubs the lotion on his skin, and gets the hose again, and then he
was definitely getting the hose.
Yeah, and his dick being the hose, right? You get the hose again. So, but like I said, them girls was doing that shit because they was clout chasing. All them girls who was with R. Kelly wanted to be there,
exactly.
So, and that's how I look at it. But what I'm saying is, I don't like Sparkle, and I don't like it. Sparkle put out a whole fucking a CD. I mean,
a book, huh?
No, she put out a new tape, a new single after the fucking documentary aired. So all this shit is like, it's scheduled. It's all plotted out.
But did she do a book first?
At least did a tell-all book or a video. Yeah. And she put out that. And she also, and then R. Kelly's wife tried to be a singer, but she can't sing. Now, her only claim to fame is that she got his last name still. If a man, like Cece, like my ex-wife, ain't got my last name, Cece let that fucking name go. She got her own, well, she got her new husband last name. If you R. Kelly's wife, and R. Kelly was this nasty dude who beat your ass, and you had all this awful experiences in that dirty, dirty little house, why would you still keep his last name? When your last name be whatever your maiden name is, because you want to get the stain of R. Kelly off of you, but your last name is still Kelly. And that's what I'm saying. Like R. Kelly got a certain type. I was listening to Ism with Tyreek, and he was like, I noticed all them girls look alike, and I said, you know what, that is it. A lot of them girls, and not to disparage them, girls really ain't that pretty looking. R. Kelly got a certain thing of getting a bunch of girls with low self-esteem. And being like, you know, you're so beautiful. And of course, an ugly girl like, ooh, some booger whoop shit. Yeah, you're right, R. Kelly. You the only man, show me some attention.
And he is R. Kelly's.
And I kind of think that's what did it, you know. So, and that's what I was saying about all them girls, that them girls needed money to get to his house. A lot of them girls got bought to the studio. And I think Sparkle is the one who actually bought the 14-year-old girl in the video to his studio. So I think Sparkle actually bought her to R. Kelly. And I think they're going to charge her fucking ass too. Watch. I'm willing to bet you on this, bro. Mark my words. I think it's today is the 11th, I think. Yeah, today is the 11th. So I think, mark my words, bro. The Opinion Junkie said it first. Sparkle is some kind of way going to be bought into this shit. Because right now they're interviewing all them girls to see if they can corroborate a certain story and a certain narrative and all them bodyguards, it's gonna spider web out, and I think that's how they're gonna pull it. It's gonna all spider web out, and they're gonna see where that shit go. R. Kelly ain't got no money. His studio already abandoned. He already owed back rent, and the landlord about to sell the building. So this motherfucker about to bounce, and he really ain't got no houses.
He probably got cash stashed away though that nobody knows of.
I mean, all of them do. I mean, I don't blame them either. But let's talk about this girl. For those of you not familiar with Centoya Brown. Centoya Brown was this little girl. She was featured on like 10 different documentaries, different YouTube videos, and basically she is the poster child. Basically, she's every sex worker's wet dream. She actually had the resource to actually kill the guy who bought her off the black market, and some older white man, like, you know, he raped her or whatever, and he was having sex with her, with an underage girl, and she killed him. She actually killed her own, you know, captor, and she got prosecuted, and you know, she got sentenced to life. She got 60 years, and she served like right at what, maybe she was 16. I think she served like 10 out of 60 years, and it was like when the parole board was like, well, you got to serve 50 more years before you go free. And she's like, at this age, I'd be like in my fucking 70s. That's not right. I'm a little girl. I don't deserve to, you know, to spend the rest of my life in jail for killing a motherfucker that would rape me every day.
Right.
And this is where I think I side with the Me Too movement. This girl is a legitimate case of somebody who's being sexually assaulted, and I have a daughter. I would have no issue with my daughter blowing the brains out of somebody if I don't do it first.
Indeed.
So, Sister Reach is an organization who goes in jail and get these ladies prepared to go into the world as educated adults. They have degrees, and Sister Reach. So what Sister Reach did, they got Centoya Brown. There's a picture of her. I think it's Centoya. I think it's Centoya Brown. I'm butchering her name. So Centoya is a picture of her with her cap and gown on, look like a regular person or whatever. And the parole board gave, and the actual, I think his name is Bill Haslam. So I salute Bill Haslam, the governor of Tennessee, for letting it go. He said, you're right, fuck it. You know what, bro, you're right. Celebrities are calling me, Kim Kardashian, Rihanna. They actually there's a whole documentary that came out in 2011 called Centoya's Story. Being Centoya. Some kind of cute little name. But so yeah, the girl got out of jail, and I just, like I said, I'm glad she out. But she's getting out in August, and I think that she got a.
How old is she now?
She 31. She got a big future ahead of her because so many celebrities had a lot to do with her getting out of jail. So I know that they're gonna take her. Only like I said earlier, I just hope that she herself don't get co-opted by the Me Too movement, and that they make her the poster child for man hate, because it can happen. And I was thinking about something The Rock was saying earlier. Today The Rock came out and he was talking about that the generation today, and he said it on TMZ, and I don't really know what Rock political affiliation is. He might be a Republican, I'm gonna say he's probably a conservative like I am. Yeah. And he was like, this generation just, and you hear every old head says this. Oh, back in the day, my generation, we can do this, and this generation ain't nothing like my generation, and this generation is looking, it's this the snowflake generation. This generation is looking for reasons to get offended. That's why my comedian, my dude, Norm Macdonald, that's my fucking dude there. Norm Macdonald, Kevin Hart, a lot of Dave Chappelle, a lot of comedians don't want to do colleges because colleges are so full of SJWs, which is social justice warriors. They like the microphone ain't sacred no more. If you're a comedian, you can't tell certain jokes. You can't tell like certain gay jokes. You'll get booed out. That joke's offensive. Even if the joke is funny, it's offensive. Well, that joke is racist. So they got this thing now where The Rock was like, yeah, he said what I'm looking at is that in my 40s, I'm looking at the generation like my daughter's age, all of her friends was telling him all the shit that they find offensive on TV. And he was like, back when I was growing up, we had Good Times, fucking All in the Family.
The Jeffersons.
Oh my God, none of that shit today would actually fly, and especially Sanford and Son.
Right.
My favorite line is
all family, or even Bill Cosby was everything was a family oriented, like the way that.
No, what I'm saying, he's saying is that you know what you getting if you go to a Chris Rock concert. You know how Chris Rock talk. You go to Dave Chappelle, you know what you're getting. If you're gonna be offended by that shit, just don't listen to it.
Right.
Don't go or don't listen. And you got people like Dave Chappelle was saying in the audience. Chinese girl came out of nowhere and said, "Bitch, I'm offended by your racism." And he's like, "My wife is Chinese. What the fuck you talking about?"
I remember that one. Yeah.
So it's one of them things where the transgender girl was like, he said, "Yeah, I went to a art gallery and a transgender got offended because I thought he was a man." But think about that. There's a video that just went viral in GameSpot, and it was a transgender person. And the motherfucker like, "You guys be safe." And the transgender said, "You guys," it says my birth certificate says ma'am. He said it was an honest mistake. He went crazy, punching the store. "Motherfucker, you misgendered me. You misgendered me again." He said, I'm sorry, bro. I can't stop saying sir.
I mean that it's gotta be a sickness. Like something said they have had issues as a child with someone either molesting them or, I mean, it's something.
I wouldn't go as far as that, but I'm going to tell you one thing. A lot of go with the parents. They got this little boy right now. I think it's not Lucas. They call him, what's the little boy name? The little transsexual boy I showed you who was stripping.
Oh, yeah, that crazy shit.
Something is amazing. Adam is amazing or some kind of name. And this little boy.
For them to condone that
this little boy got to be like 7 or 10 years old, and they put this little dude all over TV. He was on a Today Show as an inspiration for trans. My little boy is in the room right there, in the room next to me, and he's about to be 7 years old. If you tell me I feel like a girl, no, you're a boy, my dude, and especially in this house with my last name. But
Cameron's
so what I'm saying is so The Rock was like, yeah, the snowflake generation where everything offends them. And he said, this generation just can't hack it. So I salute The Rock for standing, for having enough nerve to say what he say. Right. And also salute Kevin Hart for not apologizing to the LGBT community again. For those of you who are not familiar with what's happening, this man, Kevin Hart, is about, that's why I tied in Kevin Hart and The Rock together. Because The Rock kind of, I feel The Rock on this one. Kevin Hart was going to do the Oscars. And he said some tweets. I know they knew about them tweets, but Sarah Silverman had bad tweets. What that scumbag bitch I don't like. Amy Schumer, she said some shit. And a couple of other comedians said stuff that all homophobic stuff. But let's focus on Kevin Hart because he is about to host the Oscars. And when I agree with all the other black celebrities that they didn't kowtow and take the job. They asked Eddie Murphy, "Why don't you host the Oscars?" Since Kevin Hart said no. Everyone say, "Fuck no, I ain't doing shit. I got money already."
Right.
I commend him. They asked The Rock.
Right.
The Rock said, "Fuck no." They asked all the black comedians who would kiss ass to host the Oscars.
So who did they get?
Nobody.
Nobody?
The Oscars are about to happen in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And Kevin Hart like, "I ain't doing that shit. I didn't apologize enough. And y'all still want me to go." He went on Ellen. They cursed Ellen. Ellen is as studded as you can get.
She's from down here.
She's from here. She is as masculine in the face as you can get. She like the PE teacher who won the lottery.
I don't care how masculine Ellen is. I still like her shows.
I think she's corny to me.
I like it.
I think her show is brutally corny. I try to watch it.
I watched a little show on Netflix.
I'll try to watch just to fit in and wonder what's the appeal of Ellen. And I think it's just media driven. They just make her funny on purpose. It's called the theory of the lie.
But some of the stuff she be saying it's like everyday issues like that everyday people go through. Like
once again, it's called the theory of the lie. His name is not Goebbels. I forgot this dude's last name. Adolf Hitler's propaganda minister. He was saying that his name was slipping my tongue, but he was like, if you tell a lie one time, people don't pay it no mind. But if you tell the same lie every day, it becomes the truth. The more you repeat it, the more it becomes the truth.
You believe it's true.
It becomes the truth.
Yeah.
That's like Kim Kardashian ain't shit to nobody. She has literally no redeeming value. But if you go in a grocery store, every cover of fucking People magazine, she's just fucking there. It's because they made her like that. They won't put the little girl with a missing. It
have nothing to do with her dad and
the little missing arm, the little girl with the missing arm who can still paint upside down or fuck whatever. No, every day is a piece of shit in our family. They make them like that. Ellen ain't really funny. She corny. It's just that every day the mass media say we want Ellen to be the face of like lesbian TV all day long. So every chance we get, keep putting her on every time slot. We gotta have more Ellen. And it's the same thing with Kim Kardashian. It's the same the same thing with Kevin Hart right now. Kevin Hart is on every TV show right now apologizing for some gay shit he said 10 years ago. When he apologized 10 years ago. So he basically said, like, if I had a son who said he was gay, I would kick his ass. Or I would something like that. And they was like, oh, that's so evil. I got a gay son. I would never tell my gay son that. And he said, okay, I realize it's offensive. I apologize for the 18th time. So he goes to the Today Show, and the black dude, Michael Strahan's like, I understand you apologize, but maybe folks are mad at the way you apologize. He said, what more you want? You want me crying like this? Oh my God, I'm so sorry, gay. He's like, I didn't apologize. We want you to be more
understanding.
Like, we want you to have like more empathy. We want you like with tears. We want you to have a gay boy on your lap saying, you young, beautiful young human being, God made you this way. They want him to be like that fucking crazy with it. And Don Lemon on CNN was like, this Don Lemon is the gay black dude on CNN who always in New Orleans chasing white dudes. And he was like, well, Kevin Hart, you can be an ally. And Kevin Hart said, shit, that's not my journey in life. That's your journey. My dream is not to be the gay, like the black gay ally of LGBTQ or whatever. So he's like, I'm not apologizing for that shit, man. Let that shit be.
Right. So
I salute Kevin, bro. At the end of the day, as a comedian and as the opinion junkie myself, if y'all watch enough of my videos, I make it my business. It's my actual like my not my profile. It's basically it's it starts with a P afterwards. It's in my mouth. Oh my God, it's a policy. It's my policy not to apologize for anything that I see on my channel. You know I'm crazy enough as it is, so you kind of know what you're gonna get when you watch this. And like Kevin said, it's my policy as a comedian. Comedians, the reason why you find comedy funny, because it's true.
Right.
You can listen to a comedian and say,
hey, I did that before.
Yeah, you're like, I ain't gonna lie, he ain't lying. But
he ain't lying like
you hear a bump in the night, you grab your gun, and it's like your cat digging in a can of trash, or any kind of joke. But for a joke to work, it's got to be relatable. And some of them gay jokes to be funny. I got some gay friends, and it's true. And a gay dude, there's a huge difference in gay black dudes and gay white men. Gay white men are a lot more subdued. Gay black dudes are a lot more, hey. So, I mean, and that shit is true. It's not offensive, because, it's true. I got gay friends right now. Like, even Don Lemon said it. He said, I have interior homophobia. And it was like, what does that mean? He said, as a gay, normal-looking black dude, I don't like fuckboys. Like, I don't like like Sissy Nobi and them, or Big Frida. Like, them kind of gay dudes ain't my cup of tea. So, I'm homophobic as a gay nigga against them dudes. Like,
I have 2 gay black friends, too. One that can whip your hair up like something
no, but I'm saying,
special. I like going out with them, too. They fun to hang out with.
The offensive angle. Like, but I'm saying, like, there's racism in the LGBTQ community. And that's what I'm trying to tell my other YouTube friends, that Kevin Hart made a good point. It's him being bullied. And I told Q the same thing. My other partner was like, well, no, he's trying to, rather hate Kevin Hart train also by saying, oh, no, you ain't being bullied. And Kevin Hart said, yes, I'm being bullied. If I didn't apologize already, and I've been on Ellen, and Ellen is the holy grail of gay shit,
right,
and y'all still complaining, that mean y'all bullying me. Because I done said I'm sorry. Anyway, guys, that's what we can review. I can do this all night, but I'm already mad. It's turning into a rant video. Anyway, hit like, share, and subscribe. If you got any opinion on what I've talked about today, or any topics for next week, put them in the comment section below. Hit like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to go to Tough Love Dating YouTube channel. And I will see y'all on the next side.